welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back. So we got the mini Zonda on the block. Yesterday we actually tested a set of Detounged 3814s. I removed the tongue area to get a little bit more lift from them, so they turn a little harder. With the detongue props, and the boat actually ran pretty good. I had mentioned that I wanted to detongue the stock props that come on that mini Zonda, right? Which are these 3414s right here. Okay, so detunging a propeller, right? Detunging a prop. It actually it actually adds a little bit of lift. Right, it will lift more so than a tongue with a tongue, right? So this is an X series Arctura. This is an X series Arctura. This one has the stock tongue on it. This one I've removed majority of the tongue, right? Turned it into a M series medium lift prop. So that's basically what we're going to do with these right here. We're going to take the tongue off. These 3414s, okay? This is a detunged prop. This one comes detunged. So you have CNC detunged, which is kind of not like a medium M series Arctura, but it's similar, right? It actually allows the props to spin quicker, harder, faster. Removing this tongue area, it tends to slow the prop down, and I think this boat right here has a little bit of like oscillation stock with these props. I think if we detongue it, it should add a little lift, which in turn will air the boat out, pick the boat up, and it should flatten the boat out, the ride out. So we're going to do that right now. Let's go. So don't get me twisted now, because you know, people will misconstrue me having fun with my hobby with, oh, I'm not getting that boat because you got to detongue the props, because the props don't need to be detongued. They don't have to be detongued. The boat ran fine with the props stock. So don't get me twisted, right? This is not necessary. I have a lot of props. I'm just playing. I was seeing if I could make the boat run better by detunging the props. Not necessary, not needed, just a fun project that you could try on your own and maybe get a little bit of performance or a better handling boat. Okay, so let's do this. I got my tools here, some sandpaper, a file, a needle file, diamond file, a Dremel. Okay, you can use whatever you want, right? There's no wrong way to do this. I mean, I guess there is a wrong way to do this, but tools wise, you can use whatever you like, you know, whatever you're comfortable with. So it's not going to take a whole lot to do this, right? These props, CNC aluminum props, they're pretty soft, you know, to work. They're easy to work, you know. These actually look like they have two different alloys, but the shape of them, they're exactly the same, right? So we're gonna use a marker, and I'm basically gonna take off that tongue area right there. So you want to get your marker, try to mark it out the same on each one with a marker, right? I mean, you can go at it without marking it out, which is what I would do, because hell, I can't even see this marker. This will just kind of help you get the profile right before you get started, you know. I did these props right here yesterday in probably about 45 minutes, an hour. They look pretty good. It actually looked like this before I started on them. Well, more like this. The tongue on that prop looked like this. Okay, you see the difference there? So I'm just going to take my Dremel. So I usually just hit it with my grinder, my Dremel, right? These right here would actually probably work better for you guys. That bit I have on there now, it's real aggressive. It takes a lot of material off and you have to really concentrate. So once you get the shape you want, okay? I should have done it before and after. Dang, I'm an idiot. Oh well. Well, I guess you guys can go back and look at it. So we're just going to kind of refine the shape with the file. Okay, so see this? See how that one looks? This one looks like it's got more material taken off, so we're going to go with that profile. Can't add to it, so we're going to take off a little more here. You want to go back and forth with them. Make sure the tongue's same size, right? Same exact size on each one. About 1/3 the prop, remember? 1/3 the prop. Just shaping it right now, then we'll throw it on the balancer. And if you start off with a balance prop and you detongue it, right, and you only work on the profile, then the prop should be balanced after you detongue it, right? It should be balanced. If one blade's heavier than the other, then you know one side may have more material than the other side, and you have to work it off and get the size right. And then of course we got to sharpen it, okay? But it should be balanced after you initially profile it, right? Theoretically. Okay, let's check it out. Let's check it out here. Okay, so the tongues look pretty close. The shape, fairly close, right? So we just removed, well, you can see I stopped about right here. Try to keep some blade area up here. You can go more. You could take the blade area. I mean, hell, you could leave the diameter and detongue it and come all the way up to here if you wanted to, right? That's what I did with this one right here. You know, I come all the way up to like right in here, left the diameter, took blade area and tongue off. So now I guess you want to decide if you want to like round this tongue area right here off, or leave it like sharp, right? I think if you round it, you're gonna experience a little more. Oh, I don't know how much it's gonna make a big, I mean, I know it's gonna make a difference, right? Leave it sharp or round it like this. See, the first time I detunged these, I left it sharp, and then I went in and took more tongue off and rounded it, and it actually made a huge difference. Rounding it actually it actually got the bow up a little bit more. So I don't think I'm going to round these. I think I'm just going to kind of slightly detongue them like you see here. Okay. All right. I couldn't find my 4mm pin all I have is a 3/16 and quarter and this 1/8. So I got a little brass shim here. That should, yeah, that should shim it up perfect. Yeah, that's gonna work. Okay. I like using the magnetic bouncer as like a backup. You know, sometimes the DUBRO is my go-to. Like I use this for everything, even the 1/8 props. But for this demonstration, I figured this magnetic balancer may be a little better to show you guys, you know, the difference here, or how to balance this thing. So it's almost too late for this damn magnetic balancer here. Got to get it set right too. You want a little gap on one side, and then the other side, of course, is going to touch the magnet. Okay. And then sometimes, okay, so you see how nice it was spinning just now, right? And then you can go to the other side, and it kind of be like jerky or finicky, right? And not want to spin smooth, and then you can flick it over to the other side, and it spin pretty smooth for you, like that. So this is showing me that this blade right here is the heavy blade, right? So we need to work on that one. Okay, we did a lot of our filing already, like shaping it. So now we're just gonna hit it with the file a little bit more, knock the blunt edge off. It actually looks like both blades are, yeah, so it's still just a little bit heavy. You see how it fell heavy again? It's almost there. You see that? Remember a while ago it fell straight up and down. Now it's falling a little higher, so you know you're getting somewhere. So we're going to work on that heavy blade again, right? I'm going to cut it off. Cut the video for a second, but basically just going to work that tongue area and try to keep that same angle. Now you got to remember, you got to work this side too. You got to sharpen this side up, so you might as well turn it around, work on the light blade a little bit, so you don't have so much to go once you do get them balanced or caught up to each other. Anyway, work on that one using the same angle on both, right? Boom. Turn around, get that same angle on both of them, right? Back and forth, back and forth. Let's see how close we got it here. So we got one blade falling a little heavy because I worked on both blades back and forth, right? So now I'm going to go to this knife sharpening file. It's a diamond file, and start putting my edge on it, my final edge. It's not quite balanced yet, but should balance out once we do this. Now I'm going to step it up to a let's see, what is this, 800. Okay, and that's probably as far as I'll go with this. I'll probably just do 800, no polishing, just 800. That's where I'll stop. I'm going to try to blend it into the rest of the prop, so just going to kind of hit the whole blade real quick, and we'll blend it in. I don't really polish my props. I don't feel the time and effort it takes to polish a prop to a mirror finish is necessary. I've actually gotten my best speeds with a prop 1000 grit, right? 1500 grit, call it done. My best speeds have come from props with a like a matte finish, you know. Okay, so it's pretty much stopping anywhere, right? See, it's not falling heavy. you'll see it. Like one blade it'll spin faster when it's falling if you have a heavy blade. So that's balance. I mean, I could probably go a little bit more, but for this really light prop, that's it. That's all you need. It stops anywhere. It's not falling fast. It's not falling on one blade, favoring a blade. It stops pretty much anywhere. That prop's done. It's done. Done. DUN 800 grit. DUN done. Okay. Just knock the tongue off. Right. Make sure the profile of the prop matched each other. Double check, cause that's pretty important, you know. Let's see. Looks like I can actually take a little bit off right here. I'm actually going to do that after I just got it all balanced up. Okay, so it was balanced, so we just took some off that. Let's do this one again. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. See how it stops anywhere? Okay. If it falls like this, where both blades are horizontal and it always favors one side, right? If it always favors one side, that means the hub's out of balance. It means your blades are equal in weight, but one side of the hub is out of whack. So you would have to take material off the hub, which probably wouldn't have to do with a CNC prop. I've actually gotten CNC props with a hub that was out of whack, stock, but the blades were balanced, right? But the hub was heavy, and I had to actually move the material here because it always fell horizontal blades and on that one side on the hub, right? But that actually looks pretty good. I'll run that prop. That's good enough for me. So I'm going to do it to the other one, and I will show you the final product when I'm done. Okay, so I actually got my big balancer balancing these little small props. So what I did, I actually put my finger under here and I spun my wheel, and that gets off any dust, debris that may have settled down on the wheel. Should have seen it when I first did it, right? I did that on both sides. Okay, now it will actually balance these small props. Look how smooth that is compared to earlier. So this is the prop I just did off camera, right? It's balanced, stops anywhere. It is favoring one side, but that's balanced enough for me. For these little lightweight props, it's good. This is the prop that you guys see me do first. Okay, she's balanced. I meant to tell you guys, or I should have told you guys earlier in the video, that you can actually use modeling clay. Put your prop in the modeling clay flat on the tabletop. I'm just showing you real quick. Put one blade in there, like manicure it, get it pushed up to the blade so everything's kind of meeting up to it. Pull it, flip it around, and that will tell you if you have a blade that's larger or a different shape, right? What you're looking for is a gap in the clay from blade to blade. If you have a gap, something like that, then you need to go back to the drawing board, right? So they actually turned out pretty good. Let me give you a shot of them real quick before I let you go. I got the profile, I got the tongues about the same size. I tried to get the angle and profile on the leading edge about the same, sharpen the same area, same angle, try to get the same shape, right? Pretty simple, you know. We're going to run them, see what they do. I actually want to test these on 2 boats, the mini Zonda and my twin hydroplane. That twin hydroplane, it's got a real bad tendency for bouncing when I come off the throttle. I think it's caused the prop stop spinning and they stop and it lifts the boat. So I want to test these small props on my twin hydro. Hence the reason I went ahead and detunged them, right? So this should be good for 2 different boats, okay? So, yep, this is how you detung a prop. I was trying to make a quick, short video for you, but it kind of turned out to be longer than I anticipated. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Maybe you learned something. Just a real quick one for you. Detunging a prop will add speed. It will add performance and actually gain some hole shot, right? You don't have as much prop to spin because you detunged it. The tongue is the slowest part of the prop, right? It's where the water hits the prop first. So less tongue equals a faster moving prop. Typically you'll gain some speed, you'll gain some low end takeoff, and a lot of times we'll get your boat up out the water for a drier running boat. Drier running boat equals a faster running boat 9 times out of 10, right? So many reasons why you want to detung a prop, you know. So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check the channel, community page. You know, you can post pictures. Go to my Facebook, right? I post pictures on Facebook. There's discussions on there and stuff. Boat gang, the community, it's growing, right? 21,000. It's actually kind of crazy. The boating community, to me, seems like it's grown. Not just my little community. The overall community has grown significantly in the last 5 years I've been doing this. Lots of new channels showing their aspect of the hobby or their take on the hobby. You know, lots of groups on Facebook and stuff. The hobby's growing, and it's good to see. You know, it really is. So yeah, props. It's what makes your boat go. They're very important. It can change, add to, take away the boat's performance. Like that big Ariane. I got the wrong props for that boat. I'm fighting getting that boat running right. So a good pair of props can make or break the handling of any RC boat. So with that, I'll let you go. Thanks for watching.